Has it ever happened to you to be just walking down the street and someone walks up to you and tells you, that looks nice, or nice hair, or I love your shoes, great clutch. And you suddenly feel so different, you know? So the reason is that at that moment, we feel seen. We feel that all this effort we put into matching the shoes to the bracelet to the earrings, okay? Everything was finally appreciated. It was valued. The same thing happens at work. Like you're at work and someone tells you, you know what? I love how every day you prepare all these lists for everyone or whatever. And I also love your handwriting. Everything is so clearly written, so well written. It's beautiful. And you're like, thank you. You know, it doesn't mean anything to you right now, right? So chances are that someone going like, great handwriting. You're not in first grade, so you don't care. You're like, yeah. But there's this inner child inside of you that goes like, apparently. So it goes like, yes, I know that my handwriting is cool, you know? And we feel seen. And, you know, have you ever watched these movies? Apparently you have, where, you know, they go like, they always say, hey, yeah, bye, blah, 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 bye, love you. And you know, like, love you, we don't have this in Greece. Like we don't, like maybe now we do, but in the past we didn't. And I think that this is all about feeling seen. Like someone prepares dinner and you're like, thanks mom and dad, or like, thanks Josh, or thanks Casey, or whatever. And this thing is important because even though they've been doing this since forever and you take it for granted, for all the things and the people that we take for granted, this, hey, thank you for doing this, being specific, like not just, oh, thank you, but like, thank you for being so kind to me, or thank you for putting all this effort into this. I really appreciate it, but like, be specific. This is gonna make a huge difference in the other person. Like, or, you know, like maybe it won't, but I think it will. So give it a shot. I think that if my people, my tribe starts this, like this could also be a very positive trend. So, you know, like we ain't got nothing to lose and we can be the weirdos. You can be a weirdo like that. I mean, I am a weirdo like that. So, you know, I'm a weirdo like that. Like, thank you for doing this. Thank you for doing that. And like, I usually practice this with waiters and waitresses. And I'm like, thank you for taking care of this. Or like when I get these, those reviews from stores, like we saw that you shopped with us yesterday, so how was your experience? And I'm about to write my experience and they're like, anything else you would like to add? And I'm like, yes, as a matter of fact, this happened and it was great because I did that just like I think it was last week. So okay, so here's the story behind it. If you don't have time, it's okay, but you should have time because it's Sunday. But anyway, not judging, just, you know, giving you some perspective. So last week I went to this shop. So, you know, there was a little bit of back and forth. They were trying to find my loyalty card and they couldn't find it. I was like, yeah, don't worry, just but like the employee seemed so invested in it. And I was like, oh, okay, well, maybe she gets some kind of incentive in order to do this. So I was like, okay, yeah, sure, just try this other phone, like my old cell phone number. And she was like, oh yeah, this one works and all that. Anyway, we figured it out, and then in the end I was just waiting for my receipt, but I'm like, yeah, whatever. So I'm like, I just asked her, has the payment gone through? And she goes like, yes, just a sec, because they were having problems with the receipts and everything. And I'm like, yeah, okay. So just like, wait a sec. And as I see her preparing this, I'm like, yeah, okay, thanks. And I just grabbed the receipt and she goes like, oh, I owe you 5 cents. And I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. And I was just, heading out. And she goes like, no, wait. And she gives me this teeny tiny lipstick, like lip gloss. It was this small. It was like in its very cute little packaging. I'm actually wearing this right now. And I was like, for real? Like, first of all, this kind of like this mini lip gloss is every girl's dream, regardless of their age, Like, it was like so small. And I was like, first of all, I felt like I was, like 3, 4? That was my, but still now I'm 34. And I was like, okay. So now I open my mini lipstick and I apply my mini lipstick and I'm like, woo, look at that. And it was also a perfect shade, apparently. So, I took the time and I wrote everything down in full detail and said, like, you know what? You need people like that who are so quick, who think quick on their feet, and they're like, yes, just, well, I owe you 5 cents, but she didn't want to just leave it at that. It was amazing. So take the time to appreciate things, to appreciate people, even for the little things. Even if you are someone and who works with a team, and you don't have to please anyone anymore because you're the manager or the CEO or whatever. Take the time to appreciate those little things. And I know that in case you're having second thoughts about whether you're overdoing it, and you're afraid that if you praise your people, they're going to think less of you. That's not the way it goes. The right people will always think more highly of you if you praise them. They will use this as an incentive, as a motivation. If you think that by not building people up, you're maintaining a balance at the workplace, you're not. You're making this place just more miserable, and it's a jail cell. So make sure that you do not keep people behind bars emotionally, okay? And the better these people feel about themselves, the better the performance of your company will be. And even if that means that these people leave your company, it's to fulfill their own potential. And that is also grand. It's major. The fact that you were there to help them improve. Okay, and this, you're actually contributing to a happier society. What if people did not just, wither and shrink and be miserable, What if you help them? What if you build them up and you have this kind of relationship? What if you don't see them as competition, okay, or as slaves, So build people around you up, whether this is at home, whether this is at work, wherever that is, whether this is at a service, like pick up the phone, you call customer support. These people get so much shit from everyone because everyone is mad and they're like, look, I know I shouldn't take it out on you, but it's you who I'm taking it out on, and like taking the time. And sometimes, they are agitated as well because they've been taking shit all day long. So apparently this builds up. So when this has been building up, you cannot expect, you're like, but I didn't ask her anything. I was just being so nice, But you're like, it's not you. It's everything that person has been going on. And all of a sudden you're like, why did they snap? Well, they snapped, but not because of you, because of everything else before that. So, well, that was supposed to be a very short video, but here we are 9 minutes and 26 seconds later. Have a lovely Sunday. Buona domenica. Well, I still need to work on my Italian. Have a good one.